Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one's on episode 6 of Absolute Duel, and this episode was pretty good actually. I really enjoyed it. It was really a survival battle thing because, from the last time we saw Lilith going against all those second year and third year students, to which we did see her and they moved from the school to the mall instead, and she's just destroying all of them. And it turns out also, um, you know, all Toru, Miyabi, Tomoe, Julia, Tora, and Tora's ah, Tatsu, his friend Tatsu. They all went, and they were fighting, you know, Lilith, which is pretty weird considering it was supposed to be the first years versus the second, third. But I guess they gotta stop Lilith. It's pretty much her against everyone. But it was just like a full on. She was just beating all of them, and even like they were setting up traps. The second year students, they couldn't win. Then Toru them tried to do something, but it didn't work out. Especially because Julia, I guess, seeing Toru and Lilith, they're battling and trying to, fighting. It seems like they're so, I would say, compatible with each other, to be honest. That I guess she felt kind of jealous and she needed to prove herself more, and it ended up being worse for her and actually taking out Tomoe as well. And then the next fight, they also lost Tatsu. He got shot. So in the very final battle that they have, it's pretty much they completely. They at first it was, I thought, she always does this spin thing to her gun, and then and it's like, oh, maybe that's what it takes to reload. She has to reload to do that every time. To which they try and do a plan like that, but she actually doesn't need to do that, and she takes out all of them, including Julia. But it was actually all part of the plan. Julia had like armor or something. I don't know what was up with that, but she hit the bullet and slashed Julia, and then it's pretty much they won. But Toru and Julia were gonna have one last battle. They still want to fight each other to show test their limits to all out, and that's pretty much how Toru, that's how he pretty much gets to know someone, like to full on battle each other. That's how you get to know each other. That's something like that. That's what he was going by. But then all of a sudden, these guys in armor come out of nowhere, real guns, shoot, and cause obviously real bullet to hit Toru, and they also shoot Lilith. But they're coming there for Lilith, and even their armor they're like strong enough to take on, their blazes, those weapons, and it was pretty crazy. So Lilith ends up, giving up and saying she'll go with them because they want her for some reason. I'm not too sure, but um, Toru doesn't want that. He doesn't want to stop. He's like, nope, I'm not letting them take her away. And they start another plan, to which it ends up being Toru punches the ground. It's like shatter, and his hands even bleeding and everything. All of a sudden, I guess they're in the mall, and the whole thing just collapses, and um, Toda and Julia take out the other two guys while Toru saves Lilith in midair. They and then uses her gun and they shoot the other guy and pretty much win. Then they still didn't have their full battle and they're both hurt, so they're like, oh sure, whatever, and they both fight each other, and that's pretty much the end of that part. And after that, it turns out the one guy, the main guy from those guys in armor, he talks to his master, his leader, whatever, and it pretty much they were going for Lilith, but they don't really need to. The person who they're really trying to get is someone named Blaze Diabolica. Not too sure who that is yet, but that sounds a little interesting. We'll get to see. I guess there's someone even way stronger that we're gonna see later on, and something about pulling the strings. So it might, and she created the Exceeds or something. I'm not too sure. Those Exceeds is pretty interesting. I'm not too sure about that yet, but the ending was what really got me. I was just like, oh my gosh, because ends up Toru being in the like pretty much bedridden. His legs, arms, everything was like broken. He's bandaged up, and everyone's talking in the room. And then Lilith comes in saying, she what a person can't come to check up on her friends because we're friends, right? All this kind of stuff, and of course, thanking him and all that kind of stuff, and pretty much saying, if he changes her mind, if he changes his mind about being her duel, then it's all good. But one last thing, she ends up kissing him on the cheek and saying he's gonna be her future husband, and she's going for his heart. And he's just like blushing. All the girls are like, "Oh, what the heck? You did that? Then Toda is just like, but Lilith is like, "Yeah, it was just so cute." I was just like, "Oh my gosh," because she's my favorite, to be honest. Through all the girls, Lilith is my favorite right now, and oh man, I'm gunning for her to win for his heart. Woo! But yeah, seriously, it was a really good episode. It was really cute. Had action, cute things at the end, and of course surprises. Who the heck is this Blaze Diabolica? Who are these guys in armor? Who is their leader? What is going on? Because it didn't really show, explain really what is up with that. Lilith seems to know something about it because when the guy in armor said something, he said that she would know, and probably will figure it out. She'll probably tell Toru and everyone else about what's going on after in the next episode. And yeah, I can't wait for that episode, guys. And just seriously cannot. Great stuff with this anime so far. Really loving it. So hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And if I missed anything you want to talk about it, comment below as well. Till next time, guys. See ya.